Stadium, home to the Longhorns. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas's offense will go to work first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Auburn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the tailback. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Snagged in the middle, it's Kane. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone. Nope.
Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. It's a draw. Shakes off the defender. Minding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Marches ahead. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorn! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind. And it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football. Establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense gets set for second down. On the move, it's Watson. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced 2nd down and goal.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. That's caught. It's Simmons. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5 all-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
He'll toss it. Oh, he's got it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
With the catch, it's Wingo. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try the run. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Watson. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Touch pass on the run. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Western Kentucky put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the Hilltoppers in some time. Heck of a showing today from this group. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the back. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Blasted as he lets it go. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Motion from the wide receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5.
Get set.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Looking for space. It's Watson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Fires to the big fella. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the offense staying aggressive. They've had success all game long. They just came away with a big play, but finally give up the sack. If they can keep this quarterback standing up, though, they can extend their lead.
He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got it in the middle, it's Watson. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Breaks into the open. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a nice touchdown run. And this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease. And then the wide receivers start to kick in. And the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The give out of the gun. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Go back to work with a first down in the final period. On the snap, it's Henderson. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They go to the ground. Fights off a defender.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run, not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. He got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
To the air, it's Knight. Makes the grab, it's Fletcher. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. It's Henderson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he throws that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. At the 35, he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Owens. Connection to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense in getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Knight. Makes the catch, it's Cooper. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Well, the ball's barely touched the ground every time this guy's been dropping back so far in this game. That's one of the rare misses we've seen from him so far.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check